Rick Green. Rick, good to see you. Now, here's the
Hey,
funny
Steve.
thing. Twitter came out and basically said, we're going to lawyer up. We're going to force you to keep that $44 billion deal. And all Musk responds with is a series of 4 meme pictures. Going to buy it. You said it's not possible. Going to buy it. This, and at the end it says, oh, you want to go to court so we can get the truth about the bots and how many fake accounts you have? You see, the real problem here for them, Rick, is that they've been making filings with the Security and Exchange Commission since 2013 claiming less than 5% fake accounts. Well, if they've been doing that, that's fraud. Because they're defrauding the people that are paying them to advertise there. They're defrauding them, and people like Jack Dorsey could be getting 3 squares a day and a nice private room somewhere in a federal prison. That's the deal.
Yeah, and put yourself in Musk's shoes. You go in, you buy a car or a truck, and as you're making the deal for the truck, you're told it's going to come with 4 tires. You're going to be able to drive off the lot with it. You go out there to pick it up, and we only have 3 tires. Sorry, we told you there would be 4 and a spare underneath, but 3 instead. That's basically what they're doing to Musk here. They're saying we've got all these accounts and customers and participants, and they've been doing that to advertisers for years. There's no telling the blowback from the advertisers and the cost to Twitter if that is ever actually revealed from the lawsuits of all the advertisers over the years. So you put your finger on it. I think Musk is brilliant for exposing them for this. It's bad for all of us, I think, in terms of the world of free speech if he doesn't buy it. But certainly I wouldn't buy it for the price, at least, if it turns out that I'm only getting 3 tires instead of 4.
Well, that's exactly. I'm not even sure you're getting 3. You might be getting 2. This is a massive amount of fraud because Musk contends it could be as high as 50%. So they got to put up and try to figure it out and trying to threaten him into court. He's laughing at him. Of course, Twitter's taking a pounding today, as they should, as their stock has taken a bath. But here's the thing. If social media is overstating their value, what else are they willing to lie about? We know they've lied about Hunter Biden. I do believe there's been another avalanche of Hunter Biden videos. Please don't look at them with the family around. We can't. Most of them, honestly, we can't even show them on this program.
Right.
I mean, it's nudity, it's hookers, it's hard drugs, it's him waving guns around, usually with no pants on. I'm like, how many people? 12-year-olds.
But Steve, don't forget this is the
videos of their
smartest
own
guy
crimes.
Joe Biden knows.
Oh, I know. Brilliant.
Smartest guy Joe Biden knows, most brilliant guy Joe Biden knows, which tells you a lot about the Joe Biden team, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm not disputing the fact that it's the brightest guy Joe Biden knows based on the results we've had so far in this administration.
But Twitter's a cesspool, man.
Some of that.
It's a cesspool. They're absolutely willing to lie. Look at how they responded when Musk first started even talking about buying it, and they knew what would happen if he did. And so, listen, they have lied. They've stopped truth from being able to be spoken through Twitter for even the best experts on the planet. That's always the one that blows my mind. I mean, if a guy like me comes out and gives a tweet about some scientific fact, I'm just an opinion guy that found data and repeated the data. But when you silence the very scientists that are absolutely the best in the business because you're so afraid of the truth being spoken, that tells you just how bad it is at Twitter and how much they're willing to go along with the mantra. When you silence the people that are uncovering truth about a presidential candidate and his family, and then you silence the president of the United States, I think it's probably not salvageable. I don't know if that's even a word, but I don't know if Elon Musk can do it or not. But I wish we could just finally be done with Twitter and find somebody that could actually replace them. But at this point, everybody that's tried to replace them is not getting there. Who knows what will happen with Truth Social and Getter and all the people that are trying to replace them. But I wish someone would, or a bunch of someones. More competition is better for everybody. I would love to see Twitter no longer the king of the mountain.
Well, I completely agree with that because they silence voices like yours or mine. Every time I get past 10,000, suddenly I just lose. I mean, that's as far as I'm ever allowed. That's Gruber's glass ceiling.
Gruber's ceiling. Hey, this could be a new scientific term, the Gruber ceiling. I think we should trademark this, man. Absolutely.
I think so, yeah. We should definitely trademark that. Anyhow, it's just frustrating. And before I leave the Hunter thing, let's be honest. This is all going on. Hunter Biden's made a ton of money out of China. We know that. Joe Biden's going soft on China. Would somebody that's a Democrat get serious about saying, maybe there's something wrong here? Maybe there's a conflict of interest. Maybe somebody's compromised completely, because it's not just Hunter, Jim Biden, the president's brother. It's other people involved in the Biden circle. Maybe national security should come before everything else. I mean, crazy idea, I realize, but that's what I'm going with. I'll give you the last word.
Well, Steve, this is really, I think, the difference in Republicans and Democrats in one particular area. If you remember with Nixon, it was finally Republican U.S. senators that said, the jig's up, we're done, we're not going to defend you anymore. And frankly, what he did was tiddlywinks compared to what these people have done. And yet the Democrats, where are the leading Democrats that will do that to their own and say, hey, what you did is bad enough that it's time for you to exit stage left. We're not going to defend you anymore. But there's no Democrats willing to do that. That's what you call absolute moral depravity. There is no integrity in the Democrat Party, and there are no Democrat leaders willing to do that. I don't know how you fix that at this point.
Yeah, I don't know how you do either. That's the concern. But Rick, you're not a concern. You're a good voice of sanity inside people's houses today, so thank you for that.
Well, Steve,
Greatly
let's hope we
appreciate it.
get some congressmen on the Republican side that will hold them accountable. Since the Democrats won't hold themselves accountable, when we get the
Agreed.
majority in 2022 for Republicans, which is going to happen, all the data, at least we fully expect that, let's hope we get some leadership in the Congress that will
We need
actually do
conservatives.
investigations against this stuff.
Not just Republicans. People will hold their feet to the fire and get something done. I hope that's, but just give Jim Jordan, the ability
Amen.
to subpoena people and get on with it.
Yes.
Right? Agreed.
Yep.
All right.
It only takes a few, and they can do it.
That's right. Rick, always good talking to you, my friend. Thank you.
Thanks, Steve. Have a good one, man.